Welcome to Stride University. In this tutorial, we're going to go dive into the sales module and specifically look at the reporting tab. So let's dive right in here. And you'll see here we come in, as you've seen in the previous videos, kind of this quotations or sales orders view here, and you can see everything that you need to. But what we want to look at today is the reporting side of this. So we're going to hop in, and if we click on this reporting tab, the system defaults to sales orders in the last 365 days. It's kind of this view of sales that's going on. But what we want to focus on is this this pivot table, and this goes into and it kind of creates a view, and you can come in here and see the different kind of more of a numerical view. And this can be based on different measures. Now I've in this setup here, you can see that I have this set up by our different sales teams. So I have it set up to say, hey, I've got my sales team, which is like our B2B sales or over the phone sales. My cafe, so in this example, we have like a little small cafe register that's not connected to our store. I have my subscription team. Then I have my point of sale, and then my website team. Now, all of these can be configured in your sales teams. All of the point of sales, unless you specify, are going to wrap up into this point of sale team. So if you have multiple registers, they're all going to wrap into here. Your subscriptions, if you're using those, they'll default to the subscription team unless you change that, so on and so forth. This is all changeable by the user. So that you can get the view that you want to. But then you don't even have to go off of that view. But that's where it is, because you can change this, and you can set up different measures and other things. So maybe we want to come in and just see the total sales by month. If I remove that and push that little minus button on the total, it's just going to give me, the total there. But maybe I want to drill down into the month here, and I say, hey, I want to see September by product category. So you can see what I've sold in September by product category. And then if we wanted to in here, we could come into and say we want to see the sales team. So how did that branch out? And then you can filter this. So if you don't want to see other months, you can come in and create a filter and say, hey, the order date is October. And we're going to remove this first because it's got the 365. We're going to say order date is October, and we're just going to be able to see the sales for October. You could create custom dates if they're, if that order date isn't here. You could say, hey, the order date was, between November 1st and November 30th. You can come in here and do different months as well. So you can see that. You can see we had some sales in the subscription and some of the point of sale. There's no website sales this month. So you can customize those. You can use filters to see, maybe you want to look for a specific product sale by month because you're doing a very specific date or product that you need to look for in each month. You can come in here and anything that is here, you can click on it and put that filter in and filter that out. The other nice thing about this is you can save your filters or your views. So once you have the view that you want, we can save that, and we could say, hey, maybe this is November 24. And I can save this, and it will be saved to my account, and so if I'm logged in, it will show, or I can use it by default. So as soon as I come into the reporting, it's going to show just this main report, or I can share it with all users, and everyone will be able to see that. But so if I just call this November of 24 and save that, that's what's going to show. But if I come out and then I go back into my reporting, it's going to default to the normal view, but I can come into favorites, grab that, and there we go. By product category, or I could by company, order date. We can add custom groups here. We could even look and say, hey, I want to look at the unit of measure. So in this case, I've sold 20 yards, so I'm assuming that's our fabric, and then some different units. Apparently these units can be manipulated here. This is my training database, so sometimes the data is not super clean, but hopefully that helps you see that. You can save these, like I said, and come back to them later or update them and then resave them. But there's a lot of different measures that you can look at. We can say account and get a total number that were sold. So there's sales there. You can see the maybe even get down to like the order number. There's no order number there, but we have an order number here. You can see what order things were tied into. So it's very versatile. We don't try to pigeonhole you into a specific sales report, but allow you guys to come in here and create your own and change things and figure out how you want to use it. Also, just so you know, you can switch the axis and flip that and get a different view that way if you want to. If you click this button, it's going to expand all of them. So anything that's there, it will expand. And then this will actually download this as a table. I mean, there's no formulas or anything, but it would have numbers. So if you wanted to graph it or something, a custom graph, you could do that as well. So this has been kind of a brief introduction into the reporting that we would use. The last thing I want to say is that this goes based off of sales orders for tax reporting. If you're looking to get tax numbers, I do recommend that you use the accounting sales tax report, as that's built for this, and that's what the journal entries will go off of. The sales reports are great for general numbers, but for specific sales, taxing, a tax report, I would go to the accounting tax report for that one, and that's just in the reporting and in the tax report here. So that'll get you the tax report. Again, this is a kind of a tutorial about how to use the reporting mechanism in the sales module, so you can get different measures and see different things. So as always, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to our support team. Thanks.